Alrighty. So we're back for some more Alone in the Dark, and it's time to do the Carnby playthrough. So we get to restart the game. I just wanted to see the frog again. So, let's select Carnby as our main character this time.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
Curious how different the playthrough will be. Because I have heard that it's slightly different. There's not going to be nearly as much exploring because we already know where everything is.
Now what do we got here?
Okay. Oh, he has a different gun. And his drink is a different drink. He has a flask. It's kind of cool. We already know we can't get in there because there's a lock. Can we actually interact with any of this stuff? We can't, but it's cool that the puzzle's there even before we get started. Is there going to be a ladder over here? So this is something I was wondering with the Emily playthrough. There's no ladder that spawns here for us to put there until later. Interesting.
Whoa. That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory.
Hey.
What?
The window's not broken like it was last time. And interestingly enough, we can hear whispering when we come over here. I don't think we could hear that with Emily. That's interesting. Housekeeper's key. That's what I was looking for. Very interesting. So it's already a little bit different. I don't remember if there was anything up here. I don't think so. And nothing to interact with. Unprocessable says, is the tree older or younger than the conservatory? Much older. They built the observatory around the tree.
Don't mind if I do.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier.
We've already heard that one. Rishan says, I missed yesterday's stream, but it didn't sound like the game fell off a cliff. Did the verdict end up being the expected games journalism bad? The verdict is that normies who wanted this game to be action-focused like RE4 Remake are dumb, stupid heads. And this game's actually really cool and very inspired. And the changes it makes to the original game are extremely neat and worth commendation. Who puts bullets in the freezer? That's my question. All right, got some more drinks. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to check. I see. So our collectibles do cross over, and we have a huge amount of them still. Like, there's only a few of them that we weren't able to pick up. So I think we'll probably get all of them on this playthrough with Carnby. There we go. Got more pistol bullets. Don't remember if there's anything down here for us this early. I don't think there is. Now, I intend to watch all the cutscenes and stuff again just to see how they differ, because I do believe that they differ pretty significantly. But I am going to be pretty much running through the whole game because we've already played through all the puzzles and stuff. And while I'm sure that some of them will be changed, pretty sure that most of them are probably going to be the same because it's, you know, a Resident Evil style. I'm not going to listen to those notes multiple times unless we really need to. So... Florence asks how the Watchers made the bullet cold. Are you talking about the viewers and Bullet as in Sandals' sister from Cape Escape? They didn't make her cold. The viewers were not the reason why she was there. Sandals was being haunted by her his entire life. She died in a blizzard.
Sunday, June 22nd.
I don't know if I found that one before. All right, I don't think we've heard this one before. Let's do this again.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
So that's interesting. Lottie's diary, I might have picked that up a long time ago and just forgot it in the Emily run, but it sets up that we're going to find the key to the medicine in Grace's room, which I believe is true. I think that's where we find it. Or it was wherever she was hanging out. Yep, no ladder still, so that spawns in later.
Oh.
I want to try a sequence break. You want to try? Let's do this. Oh, I can't get in here.
Need the key.
We're going to open that door the second that I get access to it. We're going to open the safe in there because I remember the password. It's 913. I'm wondering how many things we can break open with that. Picking post, we already read that one.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Heartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hotwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you, get back to your rooms. McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
The huh. The characters respond to Carnby way differently. Like the whole tone of that cutscene was different between Emily and Carnby.
All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Anything important I should look out for? Did he keep a diary?
Not that I know of, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Quite the artist, your uncle. Paintings, sculptures. I don't know much about modern art, but he seems dedicated.
Jeremy is a fairly well-known landscape painter in New Orleans. You've probably seen more of his work than you realize.
Huh. I like that detail. I didn't really think about that before.
We should go talk to the doctor that the housekeeper mentioned.
Dr. Gray? I suppose. Let's just do a little more digging first, okay?
Sure, no rush.
Every night that...
All right. Perfect. Got it instantly.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
Oh, is the painting in a different... No, this one...
I would kill the guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily?
All right, so he also has a world switching mechanic. I wonder if it's going to be the same.
What the hell is going on? Where am I?
Alright, so we just run outside. And Brunswick says the Whispering Tree was not just a one-time occurrence. It was not. I was gonna try to hide, but now I know that there's an enemy right here. Oh, his gun is very different. Oh my god, he does not have a fast reload. Okay, so he has a manual reload. So they play differently in that regard. Interesting.
What the hell is going on?
And if I remember correctly, there isn't really much around here except that there are some enemies. We shouldn't have to actually deal with any of them. I don't think there are any collectibles or anything like that to collect, but I think there's a melee weapon down here. But we have to come down here anyway in a minute. We don't have the key for that. We get it from Baptiste. Hatchet. Very good.
I can't go that way.
All right. Greenbell Pupper says, how's it going? It's going good. Thank you for asking. We're on our second playthrough. I'm really excited. I don't remember if there's anything back here. Just this stuff.
Nice.
My weapon broke.
Okay, did that tutorial. We probably didn't need to do it, but that's fine. There are more enemies, but we don't need to interact with them because we can just go in. Alrighty.
Don't let them get inside, Carnby. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, Carnby?
Not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, Carnby. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Asri says, I presume some of the dreams should be the same since they're Jeremy's memories. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But at the same time, you kind of never know. I expect that there will be some differentiation between them. I'm pretty sure that they have some unique stuff. Because, like, for example, Emily had the whole section underground with her, like, dead husband in the trenches and stuff. So.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Anything I can do for... Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Baptiste. Just tell my sister Lottie I'm alright if you see her.
All right. I'm heading out.
Be careful out there.
God, the voice acting in this game is so genuinely excellent. I was expecting David Harbour to be worse. I'm kind of surprised that he isn't so bad. We didn't really get to see much of him in Emily's Route at all, so just kind of refreshing that like he talks like an actual person. Alright, I'll just... Nope. It's fine, we don't actually need to interact. Okay, he's following. Oh my god. Alright. We did that segment a lot better than when we played as Emily, that's for sure. I had no ammo at the end of that encounter the first time. Pergy says, woo, skill. Oh, that wasn't quite skill. God damn. I didn't see the thing there. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Can't see it clearly enough. I had to wait for the fire to die down. There we go. Alright, so we got a full magazine of bullets. So yeah, we're doing alright. 4 healing items. Not terrible.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
Yeah, I can't go in there yet. This is literally all we need.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
And if I remember correctly, 358.
I think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
There we go.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that? Huh.
Is there any collectibles around here? There were some for Emily, so I just want to make sure. Yeah, nope, nothing. We're good.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
Damn straight.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, but he is crazy, and he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
It's interesting how different the dialogue was. Like, that is just vastly different than Emily's cutscene. Oh, man. The soundtrack for this game is so good.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With his talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Nice.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could
Dr. L.
be hiding anywhere. Even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how... Looks like all the patients are accounted for. There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. Hey, what do you know? I guessed the combination. Oh, Detective Carnby.
Oh, hey, we got stuff for guessing the combination. interesting. And it's the original Alone in the Dark.
You beautiful bastard. How are you this good?
I like that the game just gave me something for doing that. That's great. That's so sick. I love that. That's a reward for doing that. That was great. Really excellent.
Yeah, sorry, detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Yeah, we can't get in there.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Emily!
Alright. Hexo asks, have you played previous Alone in the Dark games before? I kind of feel ill having played only the 2008 game. I have played the first Alone in the Dark, but it was when I was a literal child, like young, like the DOS version. And I actually installed it today to see if I could get it running, and I could. But the DOS version that's distributed digitally has some really weird sound issues that I need to look into troubleshooting if we're ever going to play it on the channel. But other than that, I have not. I've just played this one. You know, I mean, I guess I played the first and then this one, but I never played Inferno, the 2008 one that everyone hates. I have played a little bit of New Nightmare,
Things got some grim looking.
which is the Dreamcast / PS1 reboot.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Or was it Taurus, Pisces, Libra? I don't remember. It might have been Libra in the middle and then Pisces. There we go.
Got it.
Nothing else to interact with here. Go out.
Huh?
Oh no, it's all really bad and stuff. Now I just do this.
What happened? Everything's normal again? Right.
Fergie says, it seems like Carnby is handling the paranormal events head on, acknowledging what it is. Yeah, I like that about it. I think it's pretty cool so far. It definitely feels like they have to kind of not forcing it isn't the right way, but it seems like they're having to obviously modify things so that stuff plays out mostly the same.
Plantations of Louisiana.
We already got that one before, to save on like development costs and stuff. I believe Ruth was in there, wasn't she? We need the palette knife to do that. Now we have bolt cutters, so we can do what we need to do. Hell yeah. So far they're playing out, like, the actual events of the game. The gameplay sections have been the same, but the cutscenes have been really different, which is neat. Raph says rabies room.
What the hell is going on?
I think I've gotten everything. Again, I'm trying to scan for the collectibles as well, just to make sure. Okay, the glass is broken now, so I'm wondering if there's significance between it not being broken when we first get here and then breaking after we get here. I wonder if there is, like, an actual solution to that, or if there's an answer to that. It's kind of interesting. Azri says, the tone of Emily's scenes were kind of reluctant resignation, exasperation. I wonder if it's intended to be because of the family curse that Emily is familiar with. Yeah, I think so too. I think Emily is well characterized. I definitely think that some of her scenes are a little sudden. But my guess is she was actually probably developed second. And they just used whatever budget remained for her. But that being said, she ties in with the narrative really well, and I really like how aggressive people were to her. Like her story is, like, so interestingly communicated, with just this insane thing happening as, like, an actual investigation is occurring, and no one else really believes her at first until, like, crazy stuff starts happening, and then she starts to deal with it, which is cool. Like, I really deeply enjoyed that aspect of her character. Of her, like, the scene with the fixed camera angle was really fun, because she's just like, hey, you don't see anything in the closet, do you? Well, alrighty then, bye. Like, she just fully understands the mechanics of it all and just moves forward with it, which was neat. It was very Saga-like from Alan Wake 2. I really like that aspect. There we go. But I mean, there obviously, with that, there's the element of, like, how much of that is because that's how her character is supposed to be, and how much of that is just because she's, like, you know, the game is, like, contorting around allowing her to be a main character. If it was originally written for Carnby or, you know, whatever. So just kind of neat things to think about. Nothing here. Can't go there yet. Yep. Okay. Man, we're making good progress. We're already mostly through. Oop. This is not where we want to go here. I'm silly. Got a little silly. No, we need to go to the astral clock. That's where it is. We're not trying to fix the boiler yet. In my head, we were. Pergy says both characters were playable from the start. Yep, you can choose which one you want to play.
It's stained. This must be the... looks like the plate that held the top. I think I've seen this somewhere.
You have, but it's fine. Oh, that's how you're supposed to tell. I never noticed before that there was blood on this.
I think the clock...
All right, and then... Oh, God, what was this one? This one was... Oh crap, I never picked up the note that had the thing on it. Let me pull open my YouTube and then I'll just look it up real quick. All right, I have the code. There we go.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Jimmy says, Alone in the Dark was my childhood. I grew up in a place with constant power outages. Were you also constantly beset by Lovecraftian horror? All right.
I made it.
Is there anywhere else to go?
Entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
I don't think so. All right. We want to be on the lookout for collectibles in these areas because this is where I think some of the things might differ if we ever have to deal with it. Jimmy says, well, it was Brazil, so maybe.
Maybe. Huh.
Don't need, like, any of this stuff. We're just scanning for collectibles. And it's really not giving me extra ammo or anything, which is what I really wanted. But that's fine. We also probably don't need to fight anything. Oh yeah, we need to go into the room to get the, like, lever or whatever. There we go. Undo the latch. These are reminding me of doing the S+ speed runs of the RE games. All right, let's do this. Okay.
Got it.
I still have my hatchet, which is nice. We'll take the pipe though, just because it has less damage. Now we run. And we just don't even need to worry about it. There we go.
It worked.
What a dainty little gasp. All right, there's nothing else. One pipe, please. That is not where we want to go. That is just a health drink that we can't use, so we have to fall off here. I like that his hat keeps falling off. Oh, this is an area that I need to fight the thing, so let's utilize our melee weapons to the best of our ability. Shovel and ore should be enough. I'm not too nervous about it, but yeah, get over here, asshole. Fight me. Oh, there are two of them though. It's acting like I've taken damage, but I didn't lose any health. which is kind of weird. All right, we'll just go over here.
Weak. I just need something to break it.
All right. We don't need to interact with them if we don't want to. Just save the ammo, I guess. And I don't know if there's anything over here to really pay attention to. I don't think I need to worry about anything, but we'll just see if there's any pistol ammo. There's not. John asks, is yesterday's stream going to be put up as regular videos? Yep. This whole game is going to be uploaded over the course of the next 2 weeks. I have it airing an episode a day starting on Monday. So the whole playthrough will be live over the next 2 weeks. And I expect it'll be probably 12 or 13 episodes, maybe. Something like that. This will be pretty short.
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
There is. Stop it. Do that. Halt it. Cause a bunch of stuff to happen. And now everything is lighting on fire. What is that? What was that? Let's go back real quick. It might have just been throwable, but I want to make sure. Okay, all of these are just throwables. That's fine. Let's go back around. Because it looked like there was a collectible for a second, and I just want to make sure. Oh, it was probably a brick. That's probably what it was. Let's check. Yes, it was just a brick. Okay. We don't need to worry about that. Deity Challenger says, my first Alone in the Dark experience was the old one on PC. The sound effects and zombies were terrifying to me. That checks out. That was kind of my experience as a kid. There was something extra terrifying about, you know, original low-quality 3D that just made things terrifying. It's why I was so terrified of Kenji Eno's D back in the day. That game was just absolutely nightmare fuel for me as a child. And like watching it nowadays, people are like, haha, it's so goofy. But like as a kid, man, that was so uncanny. Daddy Chandra says the Quake zombies are also really scary. Yes, they are.
Huh.
All right.
All right. Now what?
Grab that.
Yeah, come on, Carnby.
This was like episode 5 of the first or not episode 5, episode 4 of Emily's playthrough, and we're still on episode 1 of Carnby's. Raph says the Zelda zombies, the Re-Dead scream in your face. Yeah, the Re-Deads were spooky. The things in the Zelda games that scared me were the hand monsters in the Shadow Temple and in the area under the well in Ocarina of Time. In my head, I don't remember what they're called, but in my head I think of them as milkmen. I don't know why I think that. But that's the name I always had in my head. I think it's just because they're white.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Tarawea.
You after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's all right.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon DeSeto.
Wow.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
Really different way this plays out.
Oh, Christ in heaven. Now we're talking.
So I get that for free because I already did the thing I needed. Ooh. I need to remember when the game opens up the menu like that, it will allow me to, it will unbind my mouse so I can accidentally click out of the window. I almost just closed OBS. Isn't the old... No. Oh, I just realized the woman, the old lady wasn't doing voodoo out here. The old lady, that's rude of me to say. The maid, the housekeeper wasn't doing voodoo out here as Carnby. Whereas playing as Emily... she was out there burying the mummified cat, if you remember. That's kind of neat. So the palette knife, all these different keys.
Wedge shot.
Do this.
The
cellar key, which we need. Huh. I don't understand why that keeps just like randomly going off sometimes when we walk by it. I can't tell if it's like glitchy and meant to be playing like a radio thing or a song, and it, because it's like right here it will work. And the record isn't spinning. Not that that really matters, but... Alright, what are our objectives?
It was a bust. The oil rig and the hateful mound led him nowhere closer to finding Jeremy. Carnby was sure he had struck gold when he found Jeremy's bag, but it was just a trap set by Lottie, another of DeSeto's orderlies. Things got out of hand real quick, but somehow Carnby managed to find his way back to DeSeto, none the wiser. At least it was one item off his list. Now he had to figure out what to do with the boiler.
Azrael says, didn't Emily meet Ruth by this point, or am I misremembering? Yeah, she meets Emily, or Emily meets Ruth the first time she steps into this room. But Ruth was not here when Carnby came through. So that is something slightly different about them as well. I'm very curious when we'll meet Ruth. And maybe we'll spend more time with McCarfrey, because we just didn't get to talk to him basically at all as Emily.